Okay, hi YouTube, Leah Roberts here, my first YouTube video, and I thought I'd bring up the subject of, sorry, my camera's shit, I know my picture isn't that great, but I want to bring up the subject of why girls are being called sluts. It's just a horrible term really, and I don't see why people have to use it. It's not like, well, yeah, sure, if you're in a fight, and yeah, girls do it all the time. I'm not talking about boys calling girls sluts. That doesn't really happen a lot. It's the fact of when a girl calls a girl a slut, it seems to affect you a lot more. So recently, I've been being called a slut and a prostitute and stuff like that, and it really got to me. It, I don't want to sound like an idiot here. It's just, it did, and so now I did the right thing and I reported it, I hope. But now that girl seems to be doesn't really care, just carrying it on still. And it's I think the best thing to do is just ignore it. Especially if it's one of your friends that do it. Just if you get into an argument with your friend and she calls you a slut, don't call her it back. And don't go back stabbing behind their back or like talking behind their back because it's just not nice really. I mean, I don't get the point of it to be fair. It's just not a nice word to use. And girls aren't sluts. I mean, the girls have sex with like 5 guys. It's their choice. Don't go calling them a slut. Sure, she has sex with like 5 guys in 2 days. Maybe. I'm not really sure. But if a girl's a slut, it means sleeping with like whatever many guys in, I don't know, a week or something. And it's the fact that people don't do that. Like, especially I'm 14, and a lot of girls in my year like to have sex and everything. And yeah, some of the girls in my years, yeah, I don't know if they're sluts or not, because I'm not gonna be the one to judge them. Not calling anyone a slut, not seriously. But it's the fact that like there's this I've got Teddy here, just because yeah, I don't know why. Sorry, off subject. Yeah, so you shouldn't just go around for all the girls out there. You shouldn't go around calling other girls sluts. It's like me when I hang around with all my girls at lunchtime, like Alex, shout out to Alex, Sophie, Alice, Emily, Kimberly, people like that. I also like to hang around with boys like Edward, Kenny, Casper, Tom, Dario, people like that. And this is why this bug girl's been on my case calling me a slut, because I like to hang around with some boys at lunch. And I just don't get it. It's like, if a girl is friends with some boys, she's automatically called a slut if she likes to hang around with them. It's just like, oh, I like to hang around with boys at lunch, you slut. See, it's just stupid, really. I don't see the point in it. I just think whoever calls anyone a slut's stupid. I mean, yeah, sure. I'm gonna admit I have called people sluts before, but I apologize because they must have been so hard on you. Because as soon as I knew what it was like, I hated it. So I'm sorry to anyone I have ever called a slut because it's just horrible, and I'm really getting annoyed by my camera picture here. I'm sorry if it's like fuzzy, and my lighting's not great either. Sorry, like in my room. So yeah, don't like just think before you call anyone a slut, cause it's horrible. Yeah, it really is. And to think about guys, you rarely see a guy call a girl a slut. I mean, a guy can sleep with how many girls he likes. And all his mates are thinking, yeah, good on ya. A girl sleeps with as many guys as she likes. So it's automatically, yeah, you slut, you whore. It's horrible. Can't stand it. It's, I know I'm smiling and everything. I just can't keep a serious face. I'm sorry. Um, it's just like, what's the point? Honestly, the guy can sleep with like, unless the girl he sleeps with is like proper bulky and manly and not very pretty. Like, yeah, you have to be a reasonably attractive girl to be a called a slut. Like, if you're ugly and everything, and then, like, no offense to ugly people. I don't know. Okay, like say if you're like really bulky and not very attractive, you're less likely to be called a slut than a pretty person who's slightly slimmer and likes to hang around with boys and everything. You're like less likely to be called a slut because no one really pays attention to you. And yeah, more people, the majority of people who get called sluts are the girls, and it's the majority of the popular crowd, which is I don't know, quite stereotypical. I think people are watching too much TV. It's like you go on TV and you see all these films about how the popular girls like to sleep with all the guys and how they wear so much makeup and how they yeah like dress like tarts, and it's just not true. You just I think people have got to get over themselves a bit. No offense to anyone, seriously. I know this is my first video and I'm sorry if I've offended anyone, but to all you girls out there who've been called sluts, it's just wrong and just don't listen to it. Just find some friends, and if your friends call you a slut, find some real friends because they obviously don't know how to treat you right. So yeah, good luck. Bye. Goodbye.